I'm coming in loud and clear. Might hear me on the radio.
Hey guys, it's Eric here at Farpoint Farms. Check it out. This tiny little box here has a pretty darn cool little radio held inside of it. This is the ATS25 Max Decoder 2. And it is very compact, SDR based, all band receiver. Really nice one too. So the thing that makes this kind of cool to me anyway is that it also is a decoder for digital modes and also for Morse code CW right on its pretty decent sized little screen here. So as far as compact radio goes, I mean, it's like the size of the palm of your hand, but it packs a lot of features into it. You got a speaker up top here. On the back, USB-C for power and charging. Bluetooth audio. We have a Wi-Fi antenna on this model now. We have our regular antenna out, power on and off, and a phono head jack there on the back. On the front, of course, it's a touch screen, as well as having a rather large dial that both functions as a dial and also as a push. So there we go there. What else is included in the package? Well, let's take a look. We do have a built-in little antenna for the back, and it did come with a Wi-Fi antenna as well. Go ahead and set those aside, and I'll show you how compact this is. This is also battery powered as well as being plug-in powered, so you can take this thing camping. You could put it on the road, you could put it in your car, which is kind of a cool thing if you ask me. And then if we hook our other antenna up here, now you're not going to get ideal reception with the antennas that come with it, but surprisingly you actually do get some pretty decent range off of these. So there you go. I would say that's 2.5 feet probably, and of course the little Wi-Fi antenna. This here little package includes more than you would think. If I can get it open here. We have a stylus, because I mean, you know, if you got hands like mine that are used to doing blunt force trauma type things, like being a mechanic in my life, doing detailed stuff, trying to use your big fat fingers to touch small buttons, this could come in really handy. There's also 4 rubber pads here for the bottom of this so that it doesn't slide around. And of course our USB-C connector. So I'm going to go ahead, I am going to install those little pads because it'll keep it from moving around and probably help a little bit anyway with heat dissipation. I'm going to stick those on there. It's a nice little feature that they added on here. And as soon as I'm done with this, we'll get into its features and functions. Of course, we'll plug it in and play with it. And we'll see what kind of stuff we can get on this beautiful Sunday morning. A little chilly though, I'll tell you. I was kind of surprised to wake up and see how cold it was. Alright, so there is that. Set that aside. And we can take a look. It does come with this kind of nice little cleaning cloth. And a user's manual. User's manual, all in English, and it is in color as well. And it is 22 pages long. 23 including the back, because it even has a screensaver. And we're going to get into it. So I'm not going to go over every single feature and function of this, but we're going to plug it in over here and power it up, get the camera nice and close, and I will show you some of the many cool things that are going on with it. It's pretty darn nice. All right, well here we are, and she powers up to FM mode.
Dave, right? So of course there's big conversations.
And I mean, it's pretty impressive.
Preserve them. And
what we have here, waterfall.
Believes that the answer to that is to return to an indigenous fishing method called.
I mean, it's just kind of happy about this actually. And I'm going to use the included stick here, the little touch screen here. Hopefully you can hear me and the music playing.
The fish are
news.
Aboard live into a live
I mean, it's literally showing the information that it's broadcasting.
Out and safely return to the water. So
Tennessee from the.
And I think
it's pretty amount.
Here, we're focusing on expansion. It does exist
the campus of East
Island, but also returning
Tennessee.
This tradition to indigenous people and giving them the resources.
I hope you're seeing that. It's a little small, but so it is picking up. This is Tri-City's first digital radio service. Pretty incredible, isn't it?
Characters. You think that as you did your research, you probably met some interesting people.
So we have our band select. I'm going to go ahead into the band.
But can you think of we don't have time to talk about.
And
all
we're
of
going to
this,
move
but
off of
can you
AM.
think
I
of
want to get
an
into
example
AM
of a
band
personality that
because
comes to mind that sort of.
I don't want to get copyright infringement, to be quite honest with you. I'm going to roll down. We'll get into the terrestrial band here first. All right, so let's get into the AM band. We'll have to change our step. You can see right here it's set up for European markets, but you go to step, and we can switch it over. Now we can do fine tuning here. Now AM here at the house is very spotty. But we're going to see if we can pick anything up. And again, you have your waterfall below here. Alright, so nothing on the AM band. We're going to go back into, we'll go into 120. Now let's go into 60 now and see where we're at here. Alright, so this is our shortwave band. And we have some choices here. We have step. So we can go 5. I'd rather go 10. And we can scroll up. If you press, you get your volume. You also have squelch. So you can see here we have a variety of stuff. Mute. And we have volume. We can adjust our volume. I'm going to turn it down for right now. We have mode select, so we have upper sideband, AM, lower sideband, CW, digital, CW again, and sync up and low, right? Pretty awesome there. And then frequency, we can direct enter our frequency in here. Band select, and that's where we're going to go right here. Well, let's go to like 75. Yeah. And then we can also go into the ham bands here, so we have 10 meter, 20 meter, you can see all those lists there. I don't need to go through all that, but pretty cool. So, well, let's make it 20 meters. So we have the waterfall effect. I'm going to go into a commercial band here, and let's try 41. And we also have, if we go here, we have our bandwidth select. Right, I'm going to leave that. Well, we'll make it 3. All right. We go to the next, we have even more, and we have a scan, so I can press the up button. And it'll seek until it finds a station. It's kind of a neat feature here. So it does have scan. Now you're not going to catch every signal when you go through the scan function here, but it is a nice little. There we go. We'll turn the volume up here so you can hear that. You press that, and you can see the beautiful waterfall pattern here.
We're studying about the church.
Squelch.
Today we're going to talk about sin. And so we're going to have to see what God says.
That's
about our
WBCQ.
sin
That's a
and our
good
trespasses.
3,000 miles
We'll be in
away.
Ephesians 5. Next week we'll be in Ephesians.
See what else we come up with here. So the screen's pretty big, but I mean, you know, for somebody with my eyesight, it sure would be nice to have I bet this thing would be really nice. Let me turn it back. I'll mute it for a second here. It would be really nice to have this with, like, I'd love to see the next version of this, because I've had the older version of this, and this is the Max one. It's got some significant upgrades to it, honestly. But I would love to see one with like a 5 or even a 7-inch screen. I think that would really be awesome, because the package is there. I mean, you've got battery backup, you've got the speaker built in, you've got Wi-Fi capabilities. You have all that stuff all built in here. It'd just be kind of cool to see that happen. It includes CB. Appears the bands are dead this morning. Yeah, usually if 6 isn't awake. Wow, about 19. So we have easy access to pretty much every band here, and I like that. We can get into setup here. RDS time, FM band starts with 64. I'm going to turn that off. We don't do that. Frequency, digit, backlight, yep. Highlighted frequency and SSB, 24-hour timestamp, yep. English language, retro S meter, we can turn that on and off. Audio spectrum, battery values in volts. I mean, screensaver, display light off and screensaver. There's so much stuff that you can go through here. And you can see all the adjustments here are just incredible. Just incredible. So you can actually do digital decoding and send it to the COM port. That's kind of cool. Bluetooth, well, I don't need Bluetooth, doesn't need to be on. Wireless, you can turn on and off. Access point mode. And then you can go back to factory reset. Isn't that incredible? Alright, so scan, we have scan functions. And here's our waveform. So if I want to get, you can see where I'm at. Should be able to pick something up in the ham bands. Well, hold on, let me get out of this. Alright, let's get out of CB. Right. You can also change it to retro. Oops, not FM. Retro look, so it looks like an old-fashioned. I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, picking up a little bit of sideband activity in the 40-meter band.
He looks just like his old man, a little Guido. I'm 6'2", Darren. Do you think Guido is 6'2"?
Anybody that ever says that CB is a wasteland, come to 40 meters. There's something nice at 95.65. Cool. You know what? I think you've seen enough. Does it work? You betcha. Is it a nice compact setup? You betcha. I like it. The ATS25 Max Decoder 2. There has been a lot of improvements, I will say. The ATS20 was kind of made a big splash when it first came out. I'm going to be honest and say I don't know how impressed I really was with that. I used it for quite a while, but I found the reception to be kind of not that great. The ATS25, I've had one of those before. I liked it. It was a pretty cool radio. I hung on to that one for a good year and ended up giving it to a friend to get him involved in shortwave radio or radio in general. This Max definitely adds some cool stuff, waveforms and software updates. I would say better reception with this than on either of the other two. So that's definitely a step up and a step in the right direction. I'll leave a link to where you can get one of these babies. And until next time, my friends, take care.